Me and Sean Strickland Burner were your biggest fans. Sean Strickland Burner was one of my biggest fans. They were. What happened to you, bro? You sold out. Me and Sean Strickland Burner were your biggest fan. What happened to you, bro? You sold out. I've literally been offered 150K a month to sell out, and I turned it down. So I literally didn't sell out. So shut up. Are you done with tier lists? Stop telling me I'm a sellout, or I will. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be called no sellout, dude. And quit calling me one, or I will sell out. $3 New Zealand dollars. Ever since 300 countdown, you have become a sellout. Okay, whatever then. Thank you for the $2. Sorry, but you sold out when you took off the beanie. Yeah, I should have made merch out of it and sold all that. Yeah, but I'm a sellout for taking away a great merch opportunity for myself. Yeah, you're right, guys. Literally, I never have forced payment on you ever. Ever. Thank you for the 9 months of membership. Crazy Al Ulberg, probably going to go from unranked to number 3 lightweight to number 3 light heavyweight in 2 fights in 3 months. Yeah, that is kind of insane, isn't it, actually? Yeah. From losing to Nzechukwu to beating Jamal Hill in 2 years. Is he really going to beat Jamal Hill, though? That's what I'm thinking now. How did Nzechukwu take that punishment? Are you done with tier lists? I'm not, yeah. It's just like, fuck off with tier lists. Sorry, it's just so much juice for no squeeze. Sorry. I will probably do more in the future, but God, it's so much juice for no squeeze. Anthony Ivy on a mythical 5-5-5 run with draws, no contests included, or just draws. That's insane. Anthony Ivy, dude, UFC reject. I remember him well. No. Imagine Islam gets Dustin with a guillotine. That would be the ultimate embarrassment of Dustin Poirier. And you know what? I can see Poirier's little pea head tap into it as well. Also, hope to see you at UFC 304. Oh, I won't be there, mate. Thank you for the 7 months of membership, though. Do you remember when I messaged you for a year straight on all of your streams saying one-on-one, I mess you up, Tabby? Do I remember when you messaged me for 1 year straight on all my streams saying one-on-one, I mess you up, Tabby? No, I don't. If you actually did that, you are sad as fuck, because I genuinely have no memory of that at all. So it had no impact on anything. Just saying. I literally have no memory of it. Ever shocked with how much money/success you make for being a literal spastic? Yeah, but like there's people that make money for like worse things. So I think I'm doing okay. Thank you for the 140 ZAR, Luke Oglesby. How you doing, lad? My girlfriend always complains that your constant screaming wakes her up at night. Can you scream and say, Amy, wake up? I'm going to give you a bit of hard-hitting truth, okay? Quit watching my stream while your girlfriend lays in bed beside you annoyed. Turn the fucking phone off and dick that bitch down and make another kid, mate. What's the fucking matter with you, brother? Jesus Christ. Grow up a bit, mate. I'm joking now. Thank you for the 140 ZAR. Amy, wake up! There's the scream. But she's going to leave your ass. I'm just being honest with you. She going to leave. I'm just being real. You're on your fucking phone next to her while she's asleep in bed, mate. What's going on? That's a no-brainer. Honey, come to bed. Most times you've choked the chicken in a day, probably about 7. I was ill. No, I don't know if I was ill. I was like recovering from an illness, and I'd been ill for like 2 days, and it was a build up, and I was off school, and I was just at home all day. So probably like 7 or 8. But that was back in the memory days when I was a young teenager. You know what I mean? Those were back in that was powerful. Like I could go off just based on like a fucking imagination. You know what I mean? That was different days. I got a feeling Hamzak's going to fuck Whitaker up. All right. Thank you for the £2. World is a better place post Izzy versus Strickland. Yes, it is. It actually is. See what I mean? Izzy not as champ. Imagine Izzy as champ right now. Everyone's saying he's the middleweight GOAT. Imagine living in that world. Thank you for the $5. A legacy run Holloway could go on is beating McGregor, then beats Topuria for the featherweight belt, and then defending against Sean O'Malley. Yeah, true. McGregor first, right? He'd have to be first, and then Topuria. And then Sean O'Malley coming up. That's a sick legacy haul that you could go on, dude. A lot of fighters need to start looking at that a bit more often. Like, you know, Evloev, like if he beats Aljamain Sterling, he's beating a pound-for-pound fighter. A lot of fighters need to start taking that into consideration. Like, damn, I could really get pound for pound value even if the guy's ranked number 9 in my division or number 8. Like, that should be a priority for a lot of these guys. Which is kind of crazy that Aljo is ranked higher than like everyone above him on the pound for pound list at bantamweight, other than Sean O'Malley. But he's still ranked number 8 at featherweight. He's higher than everyone above him other than Holloway and Volk and Ilya. But he's below Yair Rodriguez because Yair beat Jeremy Stevens, I guess. Josh Emmett. Josh Emmett's a good win. No more Guru Dance. There's never been a Guru Dance. They literally beat up on Michael Chiesa. Why is he ranked number 8 in the world? I didn't even realize that. Casserole 1. I know I picked him to. I literally love how triggered Jones is getting now. He's a clown, the duck. He's getting rattled. Chat. If Jon Jones sticks around after the Stipe fight out of ego to fight the winner of Aspinall Blades or Aspinall or Alex Pereira, you're welcome. I feel like I've single-handedly caused this. And this is the mission from the very beginning, dude. We will trick Jon Jones's ego enough to bait him into getting slept by someone, dude. That's what's going to happen. Hey, Hagrid, am I the only one that thinks Stipe has an underrated chance to beat Jones? Reyes beat him and he's getting smoked by Ryan Spann. He does. He does have an underrated chance. I don't think he's going to win, though. It's the years off that I'm worried about, dude. It's the years and years and years of not fighting. And can we be honest, chat? Because it's Stipe, not training. Can we be real? Stipe's definitely been hitting the gym. Like, he's just been staying in shape, bench pressing now and again, keeping in shape. You know he ain't doing grueling wrestling training and hard sparring rounds, dude. That, like, Stipe probably just sort of hit the gym now and again, kept his cardio up and just waited. And that's not good, dude, because eventually you're going to get hit in the face by Jones, and then it's like, you ain't done it in 3 and 4 years, you know? Objectively speaking, if Jon and Tom do fight, how close of a fight is it? And what are you doing if Jon KOs Tom and asserts his dominance over his carcass? Jesus Christ. I'll be so happy. There's certain fight, chat, and this is when you know you're an MMA fan. It's a very close fight, Jon and Tom, but I'm leaning towards Tom Aspinall just getting him done by KO. There are certain fights that genuinely will affect the rest of my life. I don't want to live in a world where Jones got out of the sport without being KO'd. Don't you think? Like, if I'm 50, yeah, and I know that Jones never fought Aspinall and never lost to him or beat him, I'll genuinely be sitting there at 50 years old like, fuck. You know? Shit. Fuck, man. Why'd he lose that one? I'd literally be thinking like 3 decades back, like, fucking hell, man. Why do you have to fucking lose this shit? You know? Thank you for the $2. Objectively speaking, thank you for the... This isn't public information, so I literally can't cover it. But I've been sent a bunch of shit. Who's higher on the GOAT list, Max or Usman? Kamaru Usman. No, Max Holloway. I saw it. I think Max Holloway is above Adesanya and Usman, dude. You have to value that win over Gaethje as a lot. It's a lot. That's a huge win that he's just got there. I think Holloway's above both of them. I mean, he's above both of them on pound for pound anyway. Usman's not even in pound for pound. That's a crazy turn of events. Impression of Izzy when Pereira KOs Allberg. Someone asked me ages ago to do that instead of your donor. I'll get back to it in a second, though. 305. So I had Dricus du Plessis versus Israel Adesanya, Ilya Topuria versus Volkanovski 2, JDM versus Shavkat, Gamrot versus Hooker, or Fiziev. It'll probably be Fiziev because he trains at Tiger Muay Thai. It's a similar time zone and an easier flight for him. But he also used to coach Dan Hooker, so I don't know if it'll happen. And then Billy Quarantillo versus Jack Jenkins. I thought it'd be a fun fight to put on that card, like a guaranteed banger. And then Steve Erceg versus Kai Kara France. Tuivasa Rosenstruik I had here. But this is ages ago, though. Jake Matthews, Uros Medic. Jimmy Crute, Ion Kutalaba. Just some, like, guaranteed fun fights. I can't believe Ersteg got robbed. I really can't believe that. That really still hurts me. Is he when Pereira KOs Ulberg? He sees everything. He sees everything. Look, look. He sees everything coming. I know it. Duplessis inside Rogan hitting a nerve.